reason, I don't know how I couldn't get I had it set to stream landscape, and my phone would not flip when I was flipping it. So I restarted my phone. I looked for like when you lock the rotation. Anyways, I don't know. So every once in a while, YouTube does this to me. I'm not technical enough to know what's going on. So I'm a little bit late today, but hopefully you're still joining. I did try and put a note in there saying that I was having technical difficulties. Anyways, sorry. I have been away for a couple weeks. I was at the lake having some family time. It was hot. It was nice. Unfortunately, it was hot and dry, and there's a lot of fires. So coming home was an adventure. Luckily, unluckily, we had a huge fire 3 years ago. So hopefully there won't be fires around our place for a while, but it's still always an adventure coming and going. And just thinking of all those people who have been evacuated. BC is just having a horrible drought. Come back to Edmonton here, and it's pouring rain and everybody's flooding. So just if we could all just share a little bit, it would all be good. Yeah, anyways, I talk about technical difficulties. I was trying to log on to the Stampin' Up website because I wanted to print out. So for the month of, I think it's the whole month of August, I wasn't able to get on to double check. Stampin' Up is having a designer series paper sale, and from what I could see, the cardstock was on sale as well. But I don't want to steer you wrong. Go on my store, lindagibbs.stampinup.net, and you can shop. And if you go under deals, I believe that's where the sale is, and you'll see all the papers that are on sale. I'm not even sure what the percentage is. It would not let me log in. I don't know if it is my stuff that is all messed up. I tried on my computer. I tried on my iPad. Anyways, I'm just having one heck of a day today. So, and then I had planned to do these really quick, fun cards that I'd been wanting to do with the ephemera that's in the current catalog. And I realized as I was trying to put them together, I'm missing one of the ephemera packs, but I will make do with 2 packs, even less, and hopefully you'll like them just as much. So we're going to make 6 really quick, easy cards. And then a friend of mine, Yolande, Devon Rex for Arts is her YouTube channel. She had sent me a video of an idea for a card, and I thought it was really cool. So I wanted to show you that at the end, assuming we have time. So if not, I'll have to push it to next week. I was actually hoping to have my pre-order here. We got the Christmas stuff that's coming out in September is on its way, apparently. I'm hoping it'll be here by next Wednesday. I guess I should have paid the extra to fast track it, but I did not. And yeah, we've got some new hot foil things for Christmas coming out. Like September is going to be amazing for customers. So watch my previous, so I've already done some hot foil show and tell. My pre-order for the Christmas, the new mini catalog, or not mini catalog, the new catalog, because they're quarterly now. I should get by next week. And then the hot foiling stuff as well if I get my order in today. So I'm going to get turned around. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to tell you. I'm all thrown off with all this technical stuff. But if you're watching, please say hi. Let me know you're watching. Let me know where you're watching from. I do try and check the comments as I'm going. It's a lot more fun when there's some interaction. I'm not just all on my own talking to myself. Yeah, and if you like the video, if you are liking the video, please hit like. Hello, Carol. Is that from Connecticut? Wow. Yeah, so if you're enjoying it, like, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love to grow the channel. But anyways, I'm going to flip you around. If you're watching the replay, you can also let me know. And this is the awkward part always. Trying to... I will someday get more techie, but for now, this is what you get. All right, first time watching. Well, welcome. I'm glad you are watching. I am a little bit late today. I had some technical difficulties. All right, so I decided to pull out, I've been wanting to play with, I'm not a huge ephemera. I always am afraid that my cards are not going to look homemade or as special if I use like the pre-done stuff where you can just slap them together. So I wanted to play with this, and I really like that Stampin' Up! Has come out with the designer series paper that kind of matches the ephemera, so then it's super easy to put it all together. So I thought I had this meant for you mix and match ephemera pack. I do not. So I have the Under the Sun mix and match. I have these, but those are from before. And then I took the Sincerely Noted mix and match ephemera pack. So those are all sentiments. So I have those two. And then I have the paper that I'm going to use, and then some cardstock. And then what I did, so we used to, when we had the bigger catalog and even in the minis, there used to be like a whole page, not a whole page, but a whole section where they had ideas for layouts, sketches. But now there's a QR code and you can scan it. And I don't know, my printer wasn't quite working this morning, but it spits out a whole bunch of ideas for cards, and then it has a whole bunch of ideas for tags. And then down here, there's a whole bunch of ideas for scrapbooking, but my printer stopped printing at that point. So I'm not sure what it was thinking about, but I just needed cards for now anyways. So I wanted to do 6 cards. So I chose 6 layouts, and that's where I'm going with that. And then, like I said, I have a special treat at the end of a technique that a friend of mine sent me that I thought was pretty cool. So I thought I'd show that to you. I haven't found the perfect set. I didn't have time. We got home super late last night. So I haven't had a lot of time to prep like I normally do. If you've watched me before, you know I'm always prepared and have everything done, but today, not so much. All right, so for the first one, I pulled out, or maybe I should show you the designer series paper first. So this is the designer series paper, the Everyday Essentials, and it's got, so it's Misty Moonlight, Lost Lagoon, Bubble Bath, Crumb Cake, what am I missing? I think those are the main, Darling Duckling are the main colors in this pack. So there's a lot of stripes and then some polka dots. There's this stripe here with some more stripes with the Lost Lagoon. There's a pink or bubble bath with some subtle, I don't know if you can see it, it's got some subtle print on there. And then there's some more Lost Lagoon. And there's this crumb cake and some Darling Duckling. There's, what did I forget? There's the floral and then some more smaller polka dots. There's this beautiful floral here with the Lost Lagoon. And then there's some note paper, I guess. This would be great for scrapbooking, but you can use it on cards as well. I think those are all the pages. Okay, so I've pulled out some bubble bath, and I couldn't even find my bone folded. So I always take a little bag of things with me to hopefully have time to play, and I really didn't have time to play. We had a family reunion that we went to on Vancouver Island, and then we went back to the shoe shop, and we're there for another week, and my son had his 24th birthday there with all of his, he went to UVic for university, so he had his soccer, he played varsity soccer, so a lot of the guys came out, and one of them had a baby that was born in January, so I got my baby fix. That was fun. She was the cutest, most chill baby ever. Super fun. So I just glued down, it's 3 3/4 by 5-inch piece of cardstock. So I should show you what I'm working off of here. So that's this one. Sometimes I go a little rogue, and it's not exactly. So here they have an oval. I wanted to use this one, which is one of the new Flourish and Frames. It's a part of the hot foil dies. So this one's the hot foil die, which I've shown, and then this is the dies, so you can use them for anything. It's always nice to have extra shapes around. So I'm just going to glue this straight down. And actually, I wanted to, so on the ones I was throwing together to begin with, I didn't really get very fancy. I'm not going to get super fancy, but I wanted to take some of the bubble bath, and rather than just have plain white, I thought, why not brush on some pink here in the background. And then if you really want to, the more you want to customize it and make it look your own, the more you just kind of add a little bits and pieces. So then I thought, well, what about if we spray that's usually it's on silent. See, more technical difficulties. Okay, so I've got some Wink Estella here, and I'm just gonna spritz it on, get some nice shine. You could do this with some white also. It would probably show more, because once this kind of soaks in, it's just gonna have a very soft shine to it, I would assume. I'm hoping. So I don't know if you can see that. It's nice and shiny. And then I'm just going to glue that down. Like a little, little blowing on it is not going to do much, but all right. So we've got that. So that's kind of my, and then it just has a sentiment, but of course we need something, a picture of something. So then I'm going to pull out my ephemera pack here. So this is the Under the Sun Mix and Match ephemera pack. So it's got 2 sheets of each, and they're stickers, and I will show you a trick if you want to unsticker it. That's not a great I don't even know if that's a word, but and then you've got the one with the bike and boots and sunglasses, and then there's one with a drink. Let me show you the one that still has a chair, umbrella. And so I decided to take this one, and I don't know if I should take the boots also, so I thought that looked nice with the flowers. And then from the Sincerely Noted, so my sentiment ones, there's these ones and these ones. So I'm going to take the happy birthday off this one. I'm just trying to see if it works with the boots, or if I should just do, what if we did, no, nope, I just want the watering can. You can always weigh in on your opinion. Sometimes it helps me decide, especially if, like today I don't have as much of a plan going forward, but you could pop this up if you wanted to. Actually, I'll show you on this one because it's easy. If you have the anti-static what do you call this? Pillow? I don't know, a holder, little, it comes in the kit for embossing. Then once you get all that little powder on, then there's no more stick to it. So the idea with that, and the reason you would want to use that, is if you're wanting to pop up your sticker and not just stick it straight down. So now I can put a couple of dimensionals on, and then if parts of it stick down, like say I don't put anything here, it won't stick to the card and stay stuck down. So then it'll just sit nicely and you don't have to put a gazillion dimensionals on there, which is always nice to not have to put too many. So now you have this, that little glow of the pink, and you could pop up, you could do the same thing with this. I think since I popped up the watering can, I'm just going to stick this straight down. And voila. So easy, fast. I should have timed that, but it's super fast to make, slap together, but it still looks like an original card. Just by adding that little bit of, so here, I'll show you this one I did without adding any ink, any splatter. And this is more of a just peel and stick and go kind of, this just steps it up that little bit if you want to make it kind of your own. So that's card number 1. The second card we're going to do is, I've got, now I've got a mess on here. I've got some Lost Lagoon, and I've got a piece of the Designer Series paper. And I just realized I actually did it wrong in my sample. So I'm going to push it over to the edge there. Okay, and then for this one, I'm going to use the umbrella and the chair, because I was going to use this congratulations here, but now, should I use just enough? No, I'll use. So I was thinking that a nice relaxing chair and congratulations could be a great retirement card. And then I thought, why not? We need the beach umbrella with it. I'm just trying to think of a way to make this more, you don't want to ink the background. What do we want to do to just, you could add a second, if you've got the stylish shapes dies, you could cut out another, either, this is a little bit smaller. You could cut out a bigger one maybe. But I think I like it like that. I kind of like it like this, even though it's simple. I could have maybe stamped something on the card base there, but I kind of like it as is. So this one's gonna stay simple. I'm not going to pop that up. Maybe I'll just pop up the chair. So we'll put the umbrella down. So these ephemera are super nice and thick if you haven't already tried them out. They're like very thick, almost double cardstock. Okay, and then I'm going to pop up the chair. And since I want to make this into a sticker and I don't want to put 1,000 dimensionals, we're going to unstick the sticker again. And you can pick up the extra, whatever wants to stick. Okay. You could also use just like some cornstarch or baking powder, I think would do the same thing. I think that that's even what is in this. I'm not sure what's in there, but I think at one point I remember hearing something about some baking powder or cornstarch. So this way I'm just using the 5 of these, which is probably excessive in itself. And then we're just going to put our little chair here. I can't tell how this chair should go. I think maybe, oops, that looks a little wonky. Something like that. Anyways, so there. That one is card number 2. Again, super, super fast. All right, our next one is Bubble Bath again. I think you could probably make it pop even more if you were to use, say, white cards and then just add like a little bit of the pink and a little bit of the lost, and then that makes it even more unique, I guess. Is this writing going to be upside down? Probably. Nobody's going to look that close, right? And now you can cut. So this is this one. So it's kind of got a banner piece at the end. I like to use our punches that have already, and then I can just cut it, and it's you can easily cut it with scissors. I'm just kind of a lazy crafter. A little bit more. I don't like it. They have it hanging off the end. I just feel like it's gonna get crushed if you hang it off the end. So again, here, I feel like this is too plain and looks too kind of piecemeal together. So I have 2 options. I can blender brush some pink on, or I could stamp, or I could do both. I think I'm going to blender brush since I already have the pink out here. And I'm just going to start in the middle because I'm going to have a piece in the middle. So that way if it gets too dark all of a sudden, then it won't show. I just find it gives it just a little bit more texture and interest. Okay, and then since this has some splatter on it, I'm thinking maybe some white splatter would be nice. And I don't know if this will work. I have an acrylic pen out somewhere here to do my little technique I have for you at the end. So I'm gonna see if it'll actually splatter on here. All my big splatters are off the card, of course. It's always the way. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. We could do a little bit of Wink Stella also. If you want a little bit of shimmer and shine. And then we can add our banner piece now. Now you could also stamp with some background stamping, but I did not pull out any stamps, so we'll just kind of, I think I want this a bit higher if I can. Don't want the glue hanging out, so just kind of, there we go. Okay, and then for this one, it has a circle. Now, I could put a circle, but there's this cute little Volkswagen van thingy. And I thought, how cute is that on there? So I'm just going to stick that down. This is the worst part, is peeling, because I have no nails. I bet you those of you who have nails, it's a lot easier. I'm just going to have it so that the bottom of the van is up above and just kind of centered. And there's my little VW van. And then you could do, hey there, friend. I decided to do, where is it? Where's my other sheet here? For an amazing friend. And that can go there. I'm just trying to think if I want to pop it up, but I think I'm just going to have this one all flat. Okay, so here's the plain slap it together. Oh, I'm glad you like the cards. And then here's kind of a little bit of popped up extra. So they're similar, but it's just that little bit extra. All right, now we're kind of gonna, you gotta be patient with me because I don't have the rest of these all made up. So I'm gonna have to, I might need some help along the way. So we've got Misty Moonlight this time, and I've got my stripes, and so that one is supposedly this one. I kind of went rogue on this sketch here. I cut out one of the party banner pieces from the party banner dies. And there's this, I might change this up because I was having troubles finding something to go with this. I had the You Amaze Me. So this is how this is my start of my card here. But I don't have a fun, I don't know, what do you think? Like You Amaze Me does not call for watermelon or shoes or sun. I thought about putting like just a sea star maybe. What do you think? Do you think that works? Do we need more than that? I think otherwise it just seems a little blah. But I wondered also if maybe I could cut out the bigger banner piece for behind and use blue or another color to kind of make it pop. I think I kind of, let's start with just that. So I just stuck down the You Amaze Me, which is a sticker, and the You Did It, which is another sticker that's in here somewhere. And I did not unstick this. So you can see I put 4 on here to try and keep it up, but if this gets pushed down, it will stick, which was kind of silly on my part, but I was being lazy. So I popped this whole piece up. Kind of want to center my banner piece, but my circle still needs to be on here. So again, you could probably also, if I hadn't stuck the sticker on, you could do some Misty Moonlight in behind as a shadow and a little bit of extra. And we'll... I wonder, where's my take a pic tool? I wonder if it would help get this. I feel like when half of it's off, it's easier. And then maybe I'll put, where's my small dimensionals? This is one thing with the ephemera, it starts taking over, it starts taking over everything and then you lose everything. But, okay, so I'll have those two there for off of the, oh, maybe I should have 3. So I'm going to put another one there so it doesn't stick down. So you can see sometimes it is handy to unstick the stickers and then you don't have to worry as much about making sure you have dimensionals everywhere. This is my little trick. Oops, don't stick there. Of course, it's not going to work. Ah, don't stick. Oh, I'm not ready for you. Okay. Oh, now it's not sticky. Hoy vase. Okay, let's try that again. Usually it's harder, of course, because I'm doing a video. It's usually not this difficult. Usually I just slide it under, stick it on, and then it's good. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like it needs some extra. I wonder, actually, what if we just took the Misty Moonlight and kind of, what if we did like a, that was not a very good line. Oh my goodness. Maybe it needs some sparkle, some gems or something. If I had the other one, it has a graduation hat, I believe. So that would have worked well. What if I put the sun? Sunshine? No, nope, nope, nope. We're gonna quit while we're ahead. Sometimes I overthink it and then I ruin it because it just goes too far. Keep it as is. Okay. All right, so that's another one. They're coming along. Okay, so then this technically is my next blue one. I decided to use, because there wasn't a lot of, I'd already used a lot of the blue. I wanted to use some of the other paper because there was some with the nice polka dots and stuff, and not, it's too bad the whole paper didn't have the splatter, but you could do your own splatter, but let's use, so I cut one of these into a square. So this one's 3.5 by 3.5, and this one's more of a rectangle with 3.5 by 3 3/4. So, because afterwards, I think they're actually two rectangles that are turned opposite each other, but we're gonna go with this. And see, this is almost too big because you can't see it. I wonder if I should cut it down. Maybe I'll cut it down 1/4 inch so we can see the polka dots. So this is the 3.5 side. So now it's more rectangle. And I wonder if I should cut. I don't know. I think that's good. And then what should we use? What should we use? Okay, so let's see. Let's find our sentiments versus our. So we've got this happy birthday. Or we've got this happy birthday, or thank you. This thank you might look nice. Or the hip hip hooray. Or thinking of you. If we want to keep it tone on tone, we could do the thinking of you. But let's see what we've got for. Could do the camera maybe, or the sun, or even the bicycle. What else do I have left? How many did we do? We did 4 cards. So this is card number 5, and then that's card number 6. So, what do you think? Well, let's see. I could do. I don't like the colors with that. We could do the sun hat. I feel like we need maybe a white piece of something. Do you want a seashell and some sunglasses? Or we could do the hat with the, actually, yeah, let's, what if we do the sandals? Is that going to be too much? They're quite big. These flip-flops are. I feel like we need a circle of something, and then something like that. But we need like a focal point to ground it a little, and the hat is disappearing on the paper. So, okay, so this is one thing. If you're stuck for ideas, you can always come back and look at ideas in the catalog. Oh, that one doesn't have, I think there's more pictures of this somewhere in here. I'm sure there was. Maybe not. Maybe not. Is that all there was? Okay. I do feel like it needs something more. It needs maybe a circle. Or do we have something? No. Oh, I guess we could put like, something like this behind. No, that's too small. What's on the other side of this? The yellow. No, we don't want yellow. Okay, let me quickly cut. Actually, let's see. I have this one also, which is the here and now. This one's more for scrapbooking, but I'm wondering if it has something I could use. not really. Okay. Let me quickly cut. Where did I put the stylus shape stylus here? Maybe this one. I feel like this one's too big. I think this one. And then I just did it out of white, but you could color it with, what color is this? I would think that's Calypso Coral, but yes, it is. Ooh, you know what? Where did they go? Where are, I just remembered we have this these the shimmer brushes, and I'm just thinking, this is Crisp Cantaloupe, but it's close enough, I think. I don't totally remember. Close enough. Okay. Do I want to spritz or do I want to brush? The seashell. Oh, you want the seashell on here too? That adds a different color. I'm going to brush the whole thing. I'm going to try. And it'll be uneven, and that's okay. It's just going to add some, oh, this is cool. It looks like that brush stroke stamp we used to have. Ooh! And then as it dries, it should be, I'm not seeing the shimmer. Where's the shimmer? Did the shimmer forget to come out? I think as it dries, it becomes shimmery. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the shimmer now. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Bring in that. No, I'm not liking that. I think it probably, what if we did all the seashells instead? No. I don't know if I don't think I like this. I think it's too busy. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think what else did I have on here? The seashell? It doesn't really, I think it was better just on here, even though maybe I just need the white. See, I got too fancy. No circle. Yeah, I agree. So it's okay if the hat is lost, or maybe I put the stuff underneath, or just no hat. Maybe if I put like the flip-flops underneath. Like that. And then that. I know. I will pop up the hat. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm liking it too. That circle just threw it right off there. Which is funny because I would have thought it would help. Maybe it was too small. I don't know. So I'm going to put them more on the, I should have put them even further in so I could tuck things under, but there's room. There's some room. Okay, so let's start with the hat, slightly not centered. Oops, see, I didn't unstick it enough. And then we'll have our sunglasses. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh. Apparently I just shouldn't go on vacation. Oh, there we go. All right, some sunglasses up here. It's because, you know, if you bend it to get that to move, it works better, but I don't like bending the cardstock because then it gets a funny crease. But I guess if I'm sticking it straight down, it's not the end of the world. So you can go like that. And then on top or underneath also. Put it underneath. Or do you think the yellow would be better? And we'll keep it all. Oh. What do you think? The yellow or the Lost Lagoon? I kind of like, I think the Lost Lagoon, I think. I didn't think I wanted a new color, but oh, that's a tough one. What do you think? The yellow or the, I'll leave that. I'll stick this part down here. Uh-oh, I think I'm out of, oh, came out. What happened here? So let's go. Okay, so that goes that way. Oops. And then this will go here. Both look nice. Well, that's not helpful. I like them both too. I think I'll do this one. Decision-making fatigue. All right. Like I said, I'm an overthinker, so a lot of times that's why I like to have my cards pre-prepped usually, so that, and again, it might have been nice to stamp something on there. It's looking a little plain, but that's okay. And then should I pop this up? No, I'm just going to put it straight down. You can always add embellishments, some gems, some to kind of make it pop even more. That kind of blends in a lot, but anyways, maybe I should have put the hey there, friend. That might have been better. I wonder if I can get this off. What do you think? Thinking of you? Or hey there, friend. All right. Was this? No, this wasn't the last one. I was thinking this was, why does this not fit? Because I didn't put it right. Okay. Those are our options for that one. I'm just going to set it aside because we have one more. My last one is Lost Lagoon. And it is this one with the 3 rectangles. So I cut 3 rectangles, all Lost Lagoon. And I'm thinking I want to put piece of white behind here. I think. And I think maybe a thank you as the, and we could, this is where the seashell might have been good. No. That's just bringing, I was hoping to use the bicycle, but I didn't end up. What if we go this way? Where did the popped out bicycle go? What if, I think I like the bicycle. Like I said, I think I want a piece of white in the background here. Let's see what it looks like. So we'll cut a piece of 3 3¾ by 5. Put that in behind there. No, I don't think so. Never mind. Do them straight or kind of messy. I don't know how to get messy. Okay, let's pop this up, I think. Why am I having so much troubles? And we'll unstick one side at a time. I feel like might be easier. Okay. Okay, so that's unstuck, and we'll put some dimensionals on. Maybe some smaller ones if I can find them again. One there, and one there. Oops. Oh, I haven't stuck those down yet. Okay, I think I'm going to be boring and go straight across, and it would be helpful if I have it the right way on the opening side. Okay, so I'm going to start with the middle one because that will help me. Come on, just a little bit more. It'll help me center everything. So this is about the middle here. You could use, you can use the grid if you have grid paper or the glass to get yourself centered. I have this, it's funny because I have eye troubles. I have strabismus and I have a lot of neck issues which pulls on my eye, and anyways, yet it's funny because for some reason I see things that are like 1/8 of an inch off. Even when we were building our house, I drove our builder nuts. So I'd be like, that's off. They're like, it's within, and well, it wasn't. So, all right. The picky lady. Okay, so I don't think this is gonna work. Maybe I should figure out just a note. So excited for you. Hooray. No. Where's the other ones? What do we got here? We could use the little thanks. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay, we'll just put the bike in the center. And then we can use the little thanks, and we'll pop that one up too. I think. Let's see. Well, maybe not. Yeah, just put it down there. There. All right. Okay, so I think I'm done with my 6 quick cards, kind of. I guess I didn't finish my my crumb cake one before I show you my technique that has nothing to do with this, but I just thought it was cool and I wanted to show it. All right, so we've got, where's all my cards? We've got our congratulations, we've got our thanks, we've got the you amaze me, we've got our amazing friend, we've got happy birthday, and then we've got either hey there friend or thinking of you. I think hey there friend. I don't know. I think this one pops better. Anyways, those are the 6 cards. Quick, fairly quick when you don't overthink, and easy. And you can make, because there's 2 of everything, you could make 2 sets and you could gift them to someone, or you can just have handy cards ready to go. All right, let me set all this stuff aside. I gotta make room for this next one. It's a little bit, well, it's not messy per se. It's just, all right, let's move that out of the way, move these out of the way. And we'll bring out our Stampin' Positioning tool. Okay, this is, like I said, a friend of mine sent me a video, and now I don't remember. I don't even know if it had the person's name. It had their YouTube. Anyways, it'll be what it'll be. I can't give credit where credit is due because I do not remember her name. So I'm going to tape this down. This is where I really hope that Stampin' Up! Will come out with some grip mats, because I love using the grip mat more than taping things down. All right. And then I'll use one of these magnets here and here as extra. Okay, and then I've put this, let's see if it's where I want it. Sure. This beautiful flower, which is, I have it out here somewhere. It got buried. It's from our new foil foiling stuff. It's called Sweetly Sentimental, and it goes with the Sweetly Sentimental hot foil dies that I did show previously. So anyways, this is the flower from it. Sorry, I wasn't sure what popped up there. Okay, so then you want to take a softer color. You don't want it to stand out too much. So I decided to use Smoky Slate. And you want to use any designer series paper. I was hoping to find a more colorful designer series paper, but I didn't have a lot of time to look through my stuff. So I'm using, this is from the, what's it called? I think it's the Mixed Patterns designer series paper, which is one of the ones that's on sale. Also, both of the designer series paper packs that I've used, I believe, are on sale right now. So I just have a nice light, and it looks super busy, but that's kind of, so you want to use a busier paper. This isn't as busy as I would hope that I would have used, but it'll do. Then you want to take some kind of acrylic marker. This is an Ohuhu one. I used my Posca pen before, or even if you just have acrylic paint, white, you can use it on here. And all you want to do is come in and color on top of the flower of your stamped image. So you can use any image, just anything that you would normally color the inside of. And you want to color it in. So this is where, if this was like multicolored and super bright, which I know we have lots of papers like that, I just should have looked a little harder if I had had time. You just want to color, sorry, this is, I wanted to color one and let it dry beforehand, but like I said, I ran out of time. I did do a sample, but it was on an even lighter paper, so it didn't pop as much as I would have liked. So I've taken this darker one, so I'm going to show you. I'm hoping it'll give you more the idea of this technique. You probably could color it with the, actually you probably wouldn't work as well. I was going to say you could color it with the white watercolor pencil, but it just, I don't think you would get it dark enough. You could use, actually I never thought of that. You could use the white pigment ink that we have and just put a little bit of water with it and use a paintbrush to paint it on. And you might have to do a couple layers with that, and be careful not to use too much water because this is just, you know, regular thinner designer series paper. But that's another option if you don't have an acrylic marker. Okay, and then we'll come in and do this flower. So you're probably thinking, what the heck? You're making it ugly. Let's see. The idea is not to make it ugly. The idea is just to cover it up. You don't want to see the designer series paper. So this is where, like this flower, because I'm not doing little strokes and I'm rushing, you can still see it. So, you know, you want to make sure that it's well covered, and then you're going to have to make sure that it's dry. So I will use my drying tool to speed this up. It might curl a little bit. It's better if you can let it dry naturally, but So you want it as white as possible, or as non-opaque. Do you want it to look like you've added a piece of paper on top of your designer series paper, essentially? Okay. And I'm not going to worry about the single line parts. They will get covered anyways. So, I want to dry this, but I don't want to take it off my tool here because I want to be able to stamp it again in the same spot. So hopefully the heat does not ruin this. I guess I could draw where I had it and put it back, but this way I know it'll be where it needs to be. So you could do this and you could do it again to really, but I think we're pretty good. Got a pretty good covering. And you can see the lines and all the things. And I don't think it's going to matter once we've got this. Okay, that's pretty dry. Okay, so you want to make sure it's dry because I'm going to now come in with some, I don't know if that's going to get in the way, with some embossing powder. So we want to make sure we get rid of any stickiness. And then we're going to use our Versamark on our same stamp again. I probably should have cleaned it, but I'm using a dirty Versamark, so I'm not too worried about that. And I'm probably going to stamp this twice. So this will pick up all the powder I just put down. And now you can see those lines because it picked up. Oh, maybe it had the gray. It probably had enough gray on there that it marked it again, but that's okay because we're going to end up with lines on there. And then we're going to do it again. Okay. Then we're going to come in with some black embossing powder. I had it on my other counter. Let me just bring it over. Okay, so now I can take it off the positioning tool, so I won't be stamping it. If you're not sure if you got it, you could leave it on and put your powder on here, but I'm just gonna take it off. And we're gonna put our powder on and hope that it's good. Ooh, it's looking good. So good. Okay. And then I'm just gonna brush, where did my brush go? Brush some of this extra stuff off that we don't want. Get rid of the powder off the here. And then I'll take our tool. And voila. Isn't that cool? It just pops and you don't really see the white lines from the marker. It just looks like you've got a flower on top of your designer series paper. So you can see if you have a really busy, bright, bold designer series paper and you add a stamped image and do this technique, it can really pop. This pops, it's just not as fun with a bunch of colors, but I didn't finish putting it together. So the original one I did was on here, which you can see isn't very dark. So it's still, I mean, it pops a little bit, and I used the Posca pen, so it didn't get as white as this one. But yeah, so the darker, the more colorful you can do, the more it'll pop. And then if you put it on a nice black, and then you can use the sentiments from the foiling, you could have a really cool card. So I wanted to show you this technique because I think you could have lots of fun doing something with that. I'm so excited to create more with this. So I will finish this up and I'll post it with the other cards when I'm done. If you guys make something and you try this technique, please tag me. I would love to see your projects and what you do with it. Hopefully it inspires you to get crafting. All right, well, hopefully you have a great rest of your week, and I hope to have all my new products next week to be able to show you and to play with. So have a great rest of your week, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my video. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.